Hey guys, it's Galaxy today with another Minecraft Skyblock video. And if you didn't know why there's a bunch of people in the end, the Enderman Slayer slash Void Gloom Slayer kind of thing is like out finally. There's like a bunch of honestly kind of cool things. Obviously, I don't think anyone's gone up to tier 7 or anything, but if you haven't seen the health and damage output of the tier 4 one, it's crazy hard. I haven't done number 2 yet, I haven't attempted yet, but there's but I can demonstrate it here. There's a bunch of, I should probably go to the hub quickly to show you, but I picked up a Enderman pet, legendary, upgraded it to mythic with if you search on the auction house, it's here somewhere. Well, here. I bought it for a bit more expensive for around here, but there wasn't as many on the auction house. But it's really helpful because you get bonus XP from Enderman, which can help a lot. And getting a level 100 mythic is gonna be extremely helpful for this. Even if it isn't going to be the ultimate damage deal, and I would suggest staying away from this unless this type of Enderman. Stick to the 751s if you're going to be in the in this kind of section to kill them, because it's honestly really hard to kill them. Even higher end players can't, even with one helmets and Valkyries, have difficult times killing them. Oh wait, I should get my hose out. Just because it gives some extra speed, gives 20 speed per, kind of helpful, especially if you don't have a god pot on, which honestly would help a fair bit. But and once the mythic Enderman is at level 100, it's better than a wolf pet. It's like the tarantula pet in a way. And oh yeah, I should probably get, this is kind of like an expansion area of it. Oh damn it, I can't. Okay. Flower of Truth isn't as destroyed as you think. Just off because I believe they rolled out the strength nerf, but I only decreased my damage. I only decreased by 10k. But against these bosses, the ferocity is your best friend. So if you don't, you need to have some sort of pretty much a Valkyrie at least to effectively get tier 3s. So some people are even having difficulty doing tier 2s, but that's kind of expected with the meta being so hard, well, so damage focused. And see how there was 15 hits? It's like the spooky one, so like it doesn't matter your damage, it's like a shield. And then once the shield's broken, you're able to damage it, and you can only get up to two kind of things before kind of phases for tier 2s, and 1 for tier 1s, and up to 3 for tier 4. Lag. And there's like different amounts of like hits for the Enderman, like shields. Like tier 2s have 30, tier 1s have 15, I believe. Timeout. And a game crash. Sorry for the blank screen at the moment, but it's like really hard. Honestly, I didn't know how my game crashed to begin with, like so randomly. Normally it's really stable. Loading in frames, fun, and probably died if I didn't. But there's a bunch of like cool rewards that you can get. And just saying, don't use the Void Walker Katana. It's like worse than base things. Soul Flow is another thing. It's like mana stacking before, but like a legit way after they did it. So this stuff is pretty much like a compact version of this. This would be able to be helpful, but put it in a minion, which you don't mind dropping 50% of the resources to get it. But you need a bunch of obsidian, enchanted eyes of Ender, and I think it's only might be reduced only 1 minion, but I don't know yet. I don't think anyone really knows too well. But there's the Vorpal Katana Refined Mithril. I thought it might have something to do with that. But 200 ferocity, so that's actually going to be very helpful. And there's probably a bunch of other ones later on, like one from in tier 5. And just saying, the way you get down is jumping down here, turning right into the harder section, or just kill 9,000 health ones or zealots. But if you're spawning in from the dragon's nest, turn around and to left. So, but hopefully you guys have some fun, like trying to defeat these this Enderman Slayer, because honestly attempting it is like really interesting at the moment. It's kind of funny how Valkyries and like Hyperions and that went up like 100% before this update, and then it's just like, oh yeah, the only way you can actually before this update, so people like Refraction will have a much easier time having the weapon, that I need to defeat this earlier on. But honestly, you should be fine doing tier 1s if you don't have to defeat tier 2s. It's not that hard. As long as you have at least full Necron and can tank a bunch, you should be fine. But this isn't like an early game Slayer. This is like more towards end game Slayer kind of one. Because honestly, end game players kind of needed this. I'm like barely late game, so this will be like difficult for even me, as like someone that's almost average 50. And so with a pretty decent combat skill and foraging. Yeah, it's not max combat or max foraging, but like still, it's not like it's nothing. Whoops. So if you guys do have fun with this update, please leave a comment saying you think this is a kind of good update for the game, or like just them adding new Slayers and that into the game. And if you did see down there that they give 177 combat per kill, so that's gonna be extremely good. I don't know why my Skyblock add-ons isn't displaying it on the side, but there might be a new setting. So if you guys did like this video, please leave a like, sub if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.